Right. Welcome back, everyone. This match week 37 honestly doesn't get much more dramatic. This is the final two games of the season. Absolutely everything's on the line. Title race is burning hot. The Champions League spots are being fought tooth and nail for. They are genuine relegation pressure at the bottom. So let's break down what's happening this week across all 10 fixtures because there are some absolutely blockbuster coming in. Let's start with the biggest story, title race. Arsenal are sitting pretty top with 2 points lead, and City are right at the heel. City just played their game on hand on Wednesday and demolished Crystal Palace 3-0. Uh, for Arsenal, uh, this is Arsenal's moment. They need a win in final two games. Simple as that. And frankly, winning at Burnley should not be something dramatic. Burnley is fighting for survival. Arsenal is heavy favorite there. So probably around 89% of win chances Arsenal has against Burnley. But they are things, right? There are other factors that Mikel Arteta need to consider. Champions League, for that matter, Champions League final, which is right near the corner. So Mikel Arteta will, he need to balance everything. Do you rest players or do you go all in for the double? That's a £1 million question. Burnley on their part, they have a survival job on their hand, and they've been poor lately. Honestly, this looked very long shot for them. Now, let's talk about the other massive fixture happening, which is, Liverpool and Aston Villa. This is the Champions League race, I feel. Both teams are separated with just a goal difference. Both sits at 59 points on Premier League. So both desperately want that fourth spot, locked it, right? And the automatic qualification for Champions League. That's very important. Villa has been inconsistent lately, has to do with the European League run, I believe. So, which is frustrating for them. Liverpool have won 5 of their last 10 matches. So, th- so it's they are in kind of okay form, but they are not exactly flirting on on cycle either, right? So this is a real tactical battle. Villa need to be aggressive at home, but Liverpool counter-attacking powers is absolutely frightening, especially Salah just. Salah could be back, just back. Arne Slot did confirm that he's full back to his fitness, so that will be interesting thing for sure. And data suggests Liverpool are slightly favorites here, around 39% to win, but Villa aren't far behind of the on the home soil. Yes, Villa is hosting Liverpool. Moving Let's move to another match, which is important match, which is United and Everton. So United and Forest. Forest has been absolutely solid this season. They are fighting for a European spot for themselves. United under form under the new manager, which is Carrick, has been decent, but they can't afford to drop points. If they want to push for European football, they this is tough for United to drop points. But Forest are organized, disciplined, dangerous on set piece, right? So United have to be careful in that sense. Um, Talking about being careful, let's talk about Tottenham and Chelsea. I am gonna be more excited to watch this match. Tottenham has to win here. Simple as that. So this is a interesting because both teams are a bit all over the shop this season. Chelsea has been poor. If you were being honest, Spurs has been disgusting. Neither can afford to lose really. If you want a European football, but both seems to have accepted they might miss out. It's a London derby, it's a London derby, so you never know what gonna get, right? So you have to be Chelsea have to be. I mean, I'm rooting for Tottenham here Tottenham should go ahead and take, because West Ham lost against Arsenal, and that was a kind of expected result. So Tottenham has to, bounce back on it and take a lead here if they want their chances to stay ahead in the relegation thing, right? The they can't lose the point here. Not even a draw is chance. Talking about the draw, let's talk about West Ham and Newcastle. Uh, both are both are mid-table. Both have decent season. Really, Newcastle has overperformed expectation. West Ham has underperformed. It's a classic 6 point in terms of pride and momentum going into the final game week. So the West Ham, I mean, with the loss last time, they was handed over by Arsenal. This time around, they can't fool around. They have to. If you drop points, I'm sorry, you gotta go down for sure. So Brighton and Brentford, and Leeds versus Bournemouth, Fulham versus Wolves. These are all competitive matches, but various things to play for, right? Brighton and Brentford are right next to each other in the table. Leeds have a solid season, back into top flight, right? Wolf and West Ham are both fighting hard. Bournemouth is continuing to impress everyone, of course. And finally, we have Everton and Sunderland. Both are safely mid-table, so there is no one is relegation threatened here. Everton has a rebuild season. Sunderland came up and have done surprisingly well job, right? I mean, I'm getting scared whenever. Uh, I was very excited whenever Sunderland was going forward in the matches, right? They have genuine chances to progress in their project, and I don't see with Jaka adding into the squad, things are looking very well for them. So here's what we are watching for this week. Title race: Arsenal must not drop the point. City are breathing down to their neck, just 2 points difference, right? For Champions League spot, Liverpool and Villa is going at each other, so they have to get that 3 point. And for European push for from the teams like Forest and Newcastle, and just drama for a season coming up to close, where nobody finishes business yet. That's an interesting thing. No team. I mean, you leave about mid teams, right? You talk about top 6 and 7 team, and you talk about last down 4 teams, and no business is fixed except you are Burnley and Wolf, right? Then you guys are done. So the 2 games left, everything to play for, and it's gonna be interesting match week for sure. And I really expect Villa to give a good tough fight against Liverpool, and let's see what's gonna happen. Especially they played that unnecessary draw against Chelsea, which was not needed, and don't know what's gonna happen in that sense. And Tottenham, I mean, that's gonna be an interesting watch for sure. I'm gonna watch that match more interesting than a City match or Arsenal match, because City Arsenal match will only be decided only if Arsenal drops the points, which I don't see they will. And let's see how things will turn up. Thank you so much for your time, and till next time. Cheers.